Myself, Naveen Kumar Chaudhary. Today I want to discuss the chapter number 10, Respiration in Organisms. Subject Science, Class 7, Day 2. In the previous video, it was discussed the respiration, what is the respiration and the types of respiration. It means the steps, that is the aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Today I want to discuss about the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. These are the given parameters. 10.1 The presence of oxygen. In aerobic respiration, it takes place in the presence of oxygen, but in the anaerobic respiration, it takes place in the absence of oxygen. Breakdown of food. In aerobic respiration, complete breakdown of food, but in anaerobic respiration, incomplete breakdown of food. Third is the end products, and fourth is the amount of energy released. Now I want to discuss about the anaerobic respiration in muscles. So when we do the heavy work, during a heavy exercise, fast running, cycling, walking, weightlifting for hours, we need more energy, but the supply of oxygen to produce the energy is limited. During a heavy exercise, demand of energy is more, but the supply of energy is less. So, to fulfill the demand of extra energy, anaerobic respiration takes place in our muscle cells in the absence of oxygen. Then the food breaks down into lactic acid and release some energy. After a heavy exercise, we sometimes get muscle cramps. The muscle cramps occur when muscle cells respire anaerobically. The partial breakdown of glucose product produces lactic acid and energy. We get relief from cramps after a hot water bath or a massage. It increases the circulation of blood in these muscles and the supply of oxygen to the muscle cells increases. And another is the external respiration, that is called the breathing. We normally breathe through our nose and sometimes even through our mouth. If we close our nostril and mouth tightly, then we soon start feeling uneasy and cannot hold our breath for a minute. The taking in of air rich in oxygen is called the inhalation, and giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide outside the body is called the exhalation. It is the continuous process till we alive. It has also a rate. The number of times a person breathes in a minute is called the breathing rate. A healthy adult human being at rest breathes in and out 12 to 18 times a minute, and when they doing the heavy exercise, the breathing rate can be increased up to 25 times per minute. We need This is because when we do a heavy exercise, we need extra energy, and it cannot be fulfilled by our breathing. So we take the breathe fast, but also as a result more oxygen is inhaled and supplied to our cells, and it speeds up the breakdown of food and more energy is released. To see the variation in the breathing rate during different activities, you can see in this activity number 10.1, it shows some activities carried out by a person during a normal day. Now you know about how we breathe. The human respiratory system consists of following organs, that are the nose, nostrils, nasal cavity and trachea, lungs, bronchi, bronchioles and alveoli. It is the mechanism of the breathing. Our nose has two holes which are called nostrils. There is a passage in the nose behind the nostrils called nasal cavity. When we inhale air, it passes through our nostrils into nasal cavity. You can see in this figure 10.2 the human respiratory system. It is the process of breathing. From the nasal cavity, the clean, moist and warm air passes into the trachea or windpipe, and the branches into two thinner tubes called bronchi, which enter the lungs, and after entering the lungs, each bronchus divided to form a large number of smaller tubes called bronchioles, and they have tiny air sacs at their ends called alveoli, and each lung contains millions of alveoli. It is the process you can see in this: nose to nasal cavity, larynx, trachea, alveoli, bronchioles and bronchi. It means when we inhale and push out when we exhale the air, oxygen combines with the hemoglobin in the blood to form oxyhemoglobin and is carried to all the cells of the body. Similarly, carbon dioxide produced by the breakdown of food during internal respiration enters blood, and blood carries carbon dioxide to the alveoli in the lungs, and from the lungs carbon dioxide is removed along with the air we breathe out. It is the exchange of gases takes place in the alveolus. It is shown in the figure number 10.3, exchange of gases in the alveoli. That's all.